Hello and welcome to another quick tutorial from Premier EPOS. Today I'm going to show you how to do a data import based on your own data, so from an Excel spreadsheet. So, what you need to do, we'll log ourselves in. Okay, so first off what you need to do, you need to obviously have a supplier ready to receive this information. So I've already gone ahead and put one in, so I'm going to be putting in details for Happy Pet. So I put them in, so obviously you create a new supplier, add in the details, or any details you need to regarding the supplier. So now we've got somewhere where this data is going to be held in terms of the supplier. So what I'll do is I shall open up my spreadsheet. So there we have it. So this is just our example template. This is sent out to, obviously if you ever request it, you can have it, and basically you can import a load of details into here and use it as effectively a template to make it easier for you. So for example, what I'll do is, now I've got this information, I've filled it all out, I am going to select some information. So what I'll do, I shall select, say up to here, for example. Obviously, generally speaking, you generally need obviously the name of the item, a supplier code of some kind, obviously the tax for that particular item, a pack size, a selling price, supplier cost, and a barcode. That is probably the minimum requirements you need to make this data useful effectively. So it has all the basic information, then you can start adding things on top like types of items and subtypes later on, but I would suggest at least this information first. That is your bare essential that you need. So we'll just copy that for the time being. So we'll copy that. So that's now on my clipboard. Put that away, and then we'll go to this one here, which is Supplier Data Importer. So we'll click on here, and then there's a few things. There's data from Excel, data from CSV, or data from clipboard. We've just copied it onto a clipboard because it's only a small amount of data. So we shall click on here, and there we have it. So there's the information pulled in. Now what we need to do, we need to map out these columns so the system knows what this information is effectively, and you do that down here. So what we do is we can drop down box, we know that is the name of the item, we know that one is the supplier code, we know that one is tax rate, pack size, selling price, supplier cost, and barcode. So there you have it. So these actual, if you're doing a lot of these, like for example, you generally get a standard template from your own suppliers. What you can do, you can save this information down here. So if I click on here and go to Save Template, and I call this Happy Pet, for example, that template's now saved. So whenever I load up this set of columns before next, I can literally click on Load Template, and I can load it up. And all my columns are pre-mapped already, so I'm not having to constantly go through that drop-down system anymore. So now they're all mapped up, next thing, we need to start importing it. So next thing you want to do, we're going to go to step 2, which is process and import. So we'll click on that one. Where's the destination going? So where is it going? So we need to give it a supplier. We want that information to go on to. So we will select Happy Pet. And then there are a few details down here. So import based on barcode. That basically means that it'll import it based on barcode. So if it finds something else on your system with the same barcode, it will either amend the information if it's the same supplier, or add the information to another supplier effectively. So you have several suppliers linked to the one item. A few things we can obviously, you can turn some of these things on with just toggle. So insert new products on or off. Update existing products on or off, add a supplier or not, only import descriptions if blank, increase selling prices only, or set the selling prices. Or you can also individually tick, depending on what information we put on here, what you want to physically update. So once you're happy with all these settings, just to let you know, you can also base it on supplier code, internal reference, or name of item. Generally speaking, name of item and reference code, we don't recommend them, because obviously name of item, certain suppliers can call them something completely different, and obviously that means you'll add a duplicate to your system. If they're spelled exactly the same way, then fantastic. If they're not, then obviously they're going to duplicate. Internal reference code is obviously something that obviously is more that you have to deal with yourself if you run your own internal codes. Generally speaking though, barcode and supplier code are the most unique fields for any data that you use. So we're going to use barcode. So what we do is we're going to click on preview. So what we'll do is we'll click a little preview, and there you have it. So this has now told me that some of these details here are going to be updated, and it even tells me here what the original value is to what I'm now going to be changing it to. So this has gone through, scanned my entire system, realized that these barcodes do exist, and then it cross-references what the information I've just put into my data source. So you can see that my selling price is going to be changed. Some of it are staying exactly the same. Nothing's changed there. My pack size has changed. So that was 1. It's now 4. Obviously that was £3.25. It's now going to be changed to £3.99. Obviously I didn't have any supplier codes at all whatsoever, and now I do. So there you have it. So that's all in there now effectively. So you can see that it's now found that information and updated the relevant details. Once you're happy with all this and it looks all correct and fine, you literally clicked on commence import. Import complete. Simple as that. Now all that information has now been changed, and that's it. You've got nice update information now for your EPOS system. So there you have it. I do hope that's been useful. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll check you out next time. See you now.